What's going on? It's Astronaut H, and this is the What More Do You Want Network. This video I wanted to do just because. So, as everyone knows by now, the Utah Jazz are listening to offers or taking calls about Donovan Mitchell. Ever since moving Rudy Gobert, so as we all know, they figure moving on from both of them is the best option that they have. And this video is talking about a particular trade involving the Philadelphia 76ers and Donovan Mitchell, acquiring Donovan Mitchell from the Utah Jazz. Now, as we all know, the Sixers have currently Joel Embiid and James Harden, a good 1-2 punch to go along with, a Tobias Harris, Thibault, and also Tyrese Maxey. So, in my opinion, is Donovan Mitchell worth the three people at least, that I mentioned, and Philadelphia would have to give up to bring Donovan Mitchell to the Sixers? First things first, we know Donovan Mitchell is an all-world scorer. He can put up points at a very high and efficient clip. Couple him with a James Harden at the point guard and an actual big man in Embiid, who we seen for the last 2 years have definitely took his game to another level. So if the Sixers were to do that trade, that would be giving up a lot. But also you would be getting back Donovan Mitchell. I mean, he's no Matisse Thybulle on defense. He's pretty good. He can score very efficiently, better than, Tobias. Tobias sometimes is a hit or miss type of player. Now, we have seen the rise of Tyrese Maxey over the last season. And, fans and I believe the front office is pretty high on Tyrese Maxey. So it would be probably, not a move that they will be willing to make so suddenly, right? But let's just say for the argument's sake that the Sixers do this deal and bring Maxey to Philly. In my opinion, that doesn't make them better than, Miami. That doesn't make them better than Boston, and that doesn't make them better than Milwaukee. Presently, unless it's a different move. It could be a different move. It could be something else in the cards for Philly, because we know that, James Harden said, they want to win at all costs. They have added PJ Tucker. So we could be seeing more moves on the horizon as far as Philadelphia goes somewhere down the line. Because the championship window for those guys is as big as it's going to be. Embiid is playing at an all-world level. You still have James Harden, who says he wants to come back next season and be the James Harden of old. Only time will tell about that. I'm really interested to see if the Sixers do end up making a move. I believe that they do have to get rid or somehow figure out to get away from the Tobias Harris contract, because he makes entirely too much money to be a hit and miss player when it comes to big moments. Of course, I know that Tobias can put the ball in the basket. A former coach and having Doc Rivers, you would think he would, run more offensive plays through him. But again, like I said, we've seen Harris be, not the best version of himself in big moments in big games. But again, only time will tell how all of this pans out. If Donovan Mitchell does become a Philadelphia 76er, which I think is the longest shot, as close to, being possible this offseason, that's a great three to have on any roster. It would take Doc Rivers to be the coach to take that potential. Doc hasn't had a formidable three since the days of Pierce, Garnett, and Allen. So if, that trade happens, the excuses could be no more. It has to happen. The Sixers would have to be, it will be championship or bust, basically, for that roster if those three were to be together this upcoming season. For me, like I said, I don't believe they would be, as high as far as who would they get by. I would see. I will wait and see until the dust settles. The pick as far as I think they would go. But again, I don't think they would be better than the Bostons, the Milwaukees, or the Miamis of the East. What do you guys think? Do you guys think Donovan Mitchell coming to Philadelphia is a reality? Do you think the Jazz are set on just waiting it out or sending him somewhere else? Maybe New York is still on the table. I would love to hear from you guys and hear your guys' opinion. As always, like, subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification button. It's Astronaut H. Of course, I appreciate each and every one of you guys listening and tuning in. It's the What More Do You Want Network. It's Astronaut H. I'll catch you guys on the next video.